That makes me very ick.
Give me White County. Give me White County.
And we're at home.
So I had to hire me an agent, which is also my girlfriend.
10.3, so not a whole bunch of scoring.
This game is sure to be intense, but expect some offensive explosions from both teams.
I mean, nothing on WTVN, of course, but ESPN is still pretty good.
After a long summer of hard work, both teams are looking for a fresh win.
Good evening, White County. We are excited to present to you the first game of the season here at Warrior Stadium.
Obviously, you got to have the players, you got to have good coaches helping you, and you got to play a lot of bad teams.
We got weapons, guys.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're seeing this edition of Around the Region. And we're sure glad you're with us. Coming to you live from the WTVN studios in Cleveland, Georgia, I'm your host, Griffin Harper, and we have a great lineup of content for you today. Not just focusing on football like we usually do, instead providing insight on the other fall sports events that occur within the high school. That being said, let's begin by hitting all the bases, pun intended, with Alex Wall in this week's Wall's Wisdom.
Hey Warrior fans, it's Alex Wall and you're watching Wall's Wisdom. It's a bye week, a term you might think comes from saying goodbye, but actually has more to do with the team standing by. And since football's on standby, we're going to be focusing on some of our other sports news, from softball and volleyball. Let's start off with softball, who have 3 games coming this week, starting off with Pickens, known for their marble, and then facing off against Lumpkin, known for their gold. And after hopefully winning against 2 teams known for their special rocks, our team will move on to Greater Atlanta Christian, where they hope to win with some good shots like these. And now, on to volleyball. They start with matches against Chestatee and Dawson. Let's hope Dawson's volleyball players aren't as good as their drivers. NASCAR legends Chase and Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, Elliott, were both born and raised in the area. Once those matches are complete, our team moves to the Universal Studios Tournament down in Florida, where they hope to win big. I'm Alex Wall with this week's edition of Wall's Wisdom.
Thanks, Alex. We were able to get some great interviews this week, starting with senior softball player Lauren Black. This is Warrior Sitdown.
Welcome back, Warrior fans, to another Warrior Sitdown. Today, I'm here with softball senior number 2, Lauren Black. As a senior on the team, what are your responsibilities?
Some of the main responsibilities are like making sure everything is done in the way it needs to be and being a role model for the younger kids that are coming up.
What has been the most challenging part this season?
For us as a team, the most challenging part has been performing under pressure. We get in our head really easily, and that definitely has affected the way we've played.
Now time for our fun question segment. What is your go-to Chick-fil-A order?
An 8-count meal with ketchup and a Dr. Pepper.
That's all for our Warrior Sit Down this week. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, senior Lauren Black, for that interview. We will return right after this break.
Here at WTVN, we've got you covered. Football, basketball, volleyball, soccer, baseball, pole vaulting, tennis. We don't even cover tennis. Whoa. Kickball. What? Whatever you want, WTVN's got you covered.
We said we were covering things other than football, and we are, but let's see what goes on during the everyday practice. Junior Austin Garrett and seniors Bryson, Philyaw, and Cade Dockery were mic'd up for practice earlier this week.
I think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna eat, hop on the seeds grind.
Smash mouth football, baby.
They're gonna have it on film.
The water's hot. The water's hot. The ground is hot. The air's hot. Both pads are hot.
Am I the only one that feels like this is like very hot?
Boy, boy. Oh no! Oh my God! You can't throw a ball. That was a terrible throw.
Where are you going?
Matt, don't wait. You're locking this.
Boy, boy.
Hey, good catch.
I did catch the ball.
Catch the ball.
Yeah, Noah. Yeah. I'm ready to go play some Siege. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got it.
Right here. Atlanta even. Atlanta even.
Just like ASMR. He threw the ball and I saw him throw it. Like I accelerated more because he just barely overthrew me and it wasn't enough.
It just collects whatever it touches. He just
My bad.
It's usually not gonna.
I need
go
something
out
spicy in my
or
life.
in. He plays there.
Need something
I'm not.
spicy. Shuffle, shuffle.
No, it's a true.
Okay, did I ask?
Shuffle him.
We don't run. I pray we don't run.
Fast. I swear a wasp just flew in my helmet.
No way.
Like mid route.
Ooh, yellow jacket.
Don't jump.
Here we go.
Hold up, we'll do it.
Dang!
They come straight out of private. She's in a way.
Atlanta even. So Matt, backside on Atlanta.
Either one of y'all can start over here, either one can start over here.
Unless Zach can make a conversation, how about that?
How about now?
Lots of laughs after that one right there. Punter and defensive end Dade Anderson, also known as Precious, sat down with WTVN in another edition of Warrior Sit Down.
Usually, like the day before the game, I'm making sure that I know what my responsibility and assignments are going to be for that week, and I'm just making sure that if I have any questions, that those questions get answered. I just have to remember to do what I'm coached to do and remember that they've given me every tool that I need to be successful. Probably making second team All-Region last year. So that nickname Precious came when I was in middle school from my dad, and it just kind of all came about one day, and it's stuck ever since.
Always great to see what goes on behind the scenes. We see what goes on the field each week, but these guys put in the work day in and day out. Very informative to hear the perspective of one of the players. One of the best parts of a high school game is the atmosphere. Community gathered together, excitement in the air, and the sound of the marching band blaring through the stands. Nothing like it.
I'm Sage Reagan, and this is the most embarrassing stories from Band Kids, and this is
Ansley Meadows. There was this time, it's before a show, and I rolled down the football hill that's on the side, and then one of the leaders told me that's not very leadership-like, and I ran away with a red face.
I'm Abby Thomas, and my most embarrassing band moment was when my clarinet literally fell in half in the middle of a marching show.
Thank you, Abby.
My most embarrassing story was that I was pushing a bass drum up the hill back into the band room, and a football player from the opposite team started pushing me back down the hill, and I started crying and begging him to stop pushing me down the hill.
My most embarrassing band story was sophomore year when we were supposed to run with our bass drums. On practice, I fell and rolled like 20 yards with my bass drum on, and my nose started bleeding, and it was awesome.
Hello, I'm Michael, and my most embarrassing moment in band is when I swung my baritone.
My name is Alex, and one time in band class, someone yelled a term called. Usually, when someone says band, you say one, but someone yelled this as a joke, and when I said one, I was the only one in class who yelled it, and it was, yeah.
Yo, I'm Tyler, and my most embarrassing story is when we were at practice and I zoned out and everybody else was marking time and stuff, and I was just standing there like an NPC.
So, my name is Madison Adams, and so during band camp this year, we had this part where the clarinets had to jazz run across the field, and let's just say I'm not very athletic, and I tripped and I fell and I hit the ground, and I looked up and I'm just laughing, and I see Mr. Hill, and me and him are just staring at each other laughing while all the freshmen around me are like, oh my.
My name is Caleb, and my most embarrassing band moment was probably when I tried to take a picture of the sunset because it was beautiful, and Pickett absolutely told me to take as many photos as I wanted, but I'm pretty sure he was being sarcastic. But I don't think I realized that in the moment, so that's that.
Hi, I'm Lexi Schmidt. This one time we were going to attention and I missed my mouth kind of and ended up giving myself a paper cut on my lip from my read.
Hi, my name is Hayden, and I tripped over the wheel and face planted on the field.
The wheel of what?
The rack.
We love our Warrior band that adds so much to our Friday night lights. We will return after this short break.
Welcome to Sonita Winery, located in the heart of Cleveland, Georgia. Here, we focused on doing one thing well, growing exceptional grapes that make outstanding wine. Our work starts in the field. Healthy vines, careful pruning, and letting nature do its job. We pay attention to the details so that every grape that's harvested is the best that it can be. We handpick our grapes just at the right moment. When you visit Sonita, our tasting experiences are all about sharing what we love. Whether you're here for tasting, a tour, or just to enjoy the scenery, we aim to make your time here enjoyable and memorable without any pretense. Sonita, quality wine made with care. We invite you to experience it for yourself.
Volleyball season kicked off earlier this year. Senior Mya Yeh sat down with WTVN's Latham Barbary in the final Warrior Sit-Down of today's show.
What is volleyball?
It's a sport.
Yeah, that's... What are the positions and stuff?
Okay, so you have your hitters. Those are the ones in the front row. You typically have three. You have an outside, which is on the left, a middle, which is in the middle, and a right side, which is on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you have a setter who typically starts in right back, and she just sets the hitters. And then you have DSs, a defensive specialist, and you have a libero, who is the one that goes in for all 6 rotations in the back row.
What was the second last thing? I thought, so you're the libero, right?
Yes.
So what's a defensive specialist? I never heard of that.
A defensive specialist is just the other people in the back row who sub in for the hitters when they get to the back row, so they pass. And then another hitter will go in.
Okay.
So it's like an outside, she'll start here, the next rotation she'll be in the middle, the next rotation she'll be in the right side, and then the next rotation she goes back row. And so then you sub in a defensive specialist, someone who passes, in for her so she doesn't have to be in the back row. And then another outside will sub in for the other defensive specialist when she gets to the front row.
And you don't have like a limit on subs?
No, you do. You have you have to be really careful with how many you use, because I don't remember the exact number, not gonna lie, but you do have a limit. And so once you run out of subs, then the people that are in have to stay in the whole time. So that's why you wanna be careful, because if you run out of subs with the DS, she has to play the front row. And us back row people don't know nothing about the front row.
Because you're little?
Because we're little, so you don't want us blocking, you don't want us hitting, so.
Yeah, okay. And this was weighing on my mind. So if you had to like pick on like what you think is like the coolest, you know?
The coolest position?
No. This is not about volleyball, okay?
Oh, all right.
This is about Transformers.
I don't know anything about Transformers.
You've never seen Transformers?
No, I have, with a guy, but
okay.
I don't know how it works. It's cars that turn into thingies, right?
So do you know what Autobots are? Okay, wow,
No.
That's crazy. So if I was a volleyball player,
okay,
what position would I be the best at? Do you think?
To be honest, I can see you as a right side.
Like a hitter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sad.
You didn't want to be a right
No,
side?
I was thinking a setter.
Oh, you wanted to be setter?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean,
I think I'd be really good at that.
I just don't.
I don't think I'm tall enough to be like a hitter.
Well, You're probably about the same height as some of our hitters. I just don't know.
Yeah, but that's on a women's volleyball team.
Well, are you talking about women's volleyball or men's volleyball?
I'm talking about volleyball. Well, I would compete in men's volleyball, right?
I mean, sure, but okay, fine. Men's volleyball, yeah, you'd probably be a DS or a setter.
Oh my gosh. I'd be a defensive specialist?
Or, I said or, a setter.
That's terrible.
Or, all right.
All right. What is the team's record right now for White County? Like, how are we doing?
We're doing good. Wait, I gotta count. I don't remember what our record is. We've only lost 2 games.
Okay, but we won everything.
We won everything.
How many games have we done? Like about?
Can I count?
Yeah, you can count.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Because I need to remember this, but I don't. Okay, 1 second. Oh gosh, wait. 1, 2. Wait, yes. 1, 2. Wait a second. Why does that? Oh, that was 9th grade. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're 8 and 2.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. So, but I know we've only lost 2 games. We've won the rest.
Okay.
We beat GAC.
Oh, you guys beat?
We did. And we beat Oconee.
Who do you guys lose against?
Hebron Christian.
Oh, it was Hebron.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you guys lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we lost to Cherokee Bluff.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. We were in a funk. It was an awkward game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you guys playing at?
Lumpkin
Lumpkin.
and Lowry Branch. Ah!
Yeah.
Knew it for me.
Yeah, already knew.
Oh.
Already knew. Exactly. Did you bring snacks?
I did bring snacks
Why?
because I got done with work and I was hungry, so I got Gatorade.
Okay.
And I typically will get a different color, but I didn't like the other colors, and this was the first one I saw, so I got that. Out. I don't save money.
That's enough.
Okay.
That's enough.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Boom.
Boom.
Thank you, Latham, and a thank you to Mya Yeh, Dade Anderson, aka Precious, and Lauren Black for your time this week, as well as everyone who participated in making this show possible. Not to look forward into the upcoming weeks, football next week is in Mount Airy as we renew the Battle of the Blair Line between the White County Warriors and the Habersham Central Raiders. Softball has Pickens and GAC at home on Monday and Thursday. Volleyball plays Chestatee and Dawson in Dawsonville on Monday, and that's all we have for you in the second edition of Around the Region for the 2024 season. We'll be back next week, but until then, for Griffin, Harper, and the rest of the crew here in the WTVN studios, thank you for watching Around the Region. See you next time.
It's a bye week from softball and volleyball. Third base. And then facing off against Lumpkin, known for their gold. That's it. That's all. That's all I have to say. And now to volleyball. And now on to when are we? Okay. And now.
What did you say?
Nothing. All right. You want to put those on?
I can eat them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm dyslexic.
That was the point. We were gonna do the eating.
I was like,
This?
yeah.
This?
What am I supposed to say? Let's hope Dawson's volleyball. Yeah. They start with matches against Chestatee. Bear with me here. Does that work? Is that good enough? Why is Silas crying? Rawr. Okay, James, get with the program. Am I in focus? Walk this way. NASCAR legends Chase and Awesome.
Right there.
Oh. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. All right, where am I going? The way, Silas. Where do I need to go? And where do I need to walk? Dude, we have plenty of bloopers. What?
Steelers will win the Super Bowl this year. That sexy beast walk.